Good evening. Welcome to the first grade matchup between your Ryde Hawks and the Greater Western Warriors. And what you are seeing right now is footage of the plate meeting being conducted by Jensen Kosh, the bat boy, and I'll get a name for the Greater Western manager. So, little Sonny Manuel, the manager for the Greater Western Warriors team, Jensen Kosh, the manager for the Ryde Hawks team. And those two young gentlemen there conducting the plate meeting like absolute pros. We didn't bring the stream up quick enough to get their first lot of handshakes, but it was a precious moment. Let's hope they do it again before they depart. So that's Sonny Manuel and Jensen Kosh. So a moment away from the first pitch of first grade, our final game of today's broadcasting. We've been here all day. The first pitch of under 18s at 10:30 this morning, and it's been hot, it's been blowy, it's been dusty, but we've loved every minute of it. And we're into our final game now, and we're re-vitalised by our bacon on a stick for dinner. So that was a nice treat, and the final handshakes there at the plate meeting. Jensen Kosh, Sonny Manuel, and two young baseball stars of the future. There's Sonny heading off. Jensen, who's done the plate meeting before, he's our regular bat boy here at ELS Hall. And he does an outstanding job. So let's go around the diamond and introduce you to the Hawks and the Warriors, how they've taken the field this evening. Just reset all of our boards. So your Ryde Hawks will come into the field in this positions. Carter Hines will be the starting pitcher. The honours behind the dish will be Andrew Johnston. First base is Oliver Flockstra. Second base is Jesse O'Connell. Third base is Callum Lambert. The shortstop is Lachlan Heap. In the outfield, left to right, Christian Lane, Cooper Wilson, and Baden Haggerty. The designated hitter is Jackson Heap. The Warriors will come to the plate in this order. Craig Willis will be the lead-off. Shane Fogarty, the designated hitter, will bat in the 2-hole. Shane Benson will bat 3. Evan Antonellis will bat 4. Hayden Salt in the 5-hole. Jared Manuel will bat 6. Matthew Forbes 7. Caden Nash 8. And Jackson Forbes will round out the starting 9. Starting pitcher will be Sean Doolan. So we're moments away from the first pitch here. I'll take an opportunity to introduce the umpires as well. Mr. Dave Brody is the plate umpire. Mr. Joel Marchant in the field. Scorers are Linda Matheson and Janine Hunt. So we're ready to get going. Carter Hines is the pitcher of record for this afternoon or this evening's fixture. And the first of the Warriors to face him will be Craig Willis. Will step in from the left side. First pitch is down, ball 1, 88 miles an hour. Top right-hand corner of your screen is a pitch velo for every pitch in this game this afternoon as we head into the evening. So 2 balls now for Willis. And that will catch the bottom of the zone. Again, 88 miles an hour, 2 balls, 1. We've had a shout out to our women's B grade team winning their first game last night, and also our women's A grade team picking up their win this afternoon in the pink round. They look fabulous in their pink round shirts too. A couple of them are floating around here this afternoon, including their manager, Paul O'Neill, and he looks resplendent in his pink. 3-1. And Craig Willis will draw a lead-off walk. So the walk issued there from Hines will bring to the plate for his first appearance a designated hitter, Shane Fogarty. And down the chute to open Fogarty's account, 0-1. And Hines over to first. Willis back in more than enough time. Thank you for tuning in tonight. If you are watching from your home, it's a beautiful evening here at the ballpark. Temperatures definitely within a comfortable area now. And that's going to be a bunt there from Fogarty. It's on the ground. Hines with the spin, the flick over to Flockstra, and the out will be recorded. So Willis will move down to second, and the bunt out will be the first out here. Shane Benson will step in for his first appearance. So athleticism there from Carter to get off the mound to make the play. And the swing from Benson, 88 miles an hour from Carter. That's outside, 1-1. That one's jumped on by Benson. It is going to travel over the fence, so onto the concourse there. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now on Benson. Carter with a good look there. That one's on the ground. The scoop from Lambert, checking the runner. The out will be recorded at first base. So Lambert checking the runner, Willis at second. And as soon as the ball was released, Willis scurried down to third base. So good play there by Lambert. And the out will be recorded at first. But Willis now standing safely at third base. 2 out here. Antonellis will step in for his first appearance. First pitch up, ball 1. That's going to miss down. 2 balls. So 3 balls. Is it back up? So 3 balls now on Antonellis. Apologies for the interruption to the stream. We've had just a bit of a power surge here. We've been dealing with that all day. Now we've got 3 balls and 1 strike on Antonellis. And the swing there will fill up the count. So full count now here for the 4-hole hitter, Evan Antonellis. He does have a runner standing at third base, Craig Willis. And Hines will pick up the strikeout, 81 miles an hour. And that will be the end of the Warriors here. Willis will be stranded at third base. And the Hawks will keep the Warriors scoreless. I'll take you round the diamond now and introduce you to the Warriors, how they've taken the field defensively. The starting pitcher is Sean Doolan. Behind the dish is Matthew Forbes. First base is Shane Benson. Second base is Jackson Forbes. Third base is Jared Manuel. The shortstop is Evan Antonellis. And the outfield left to right, Craig Willis in left, Hayden Salt in centre, and Caden Nash in right field. The designated hitter, who we've already met, is Shane Fogarty. Your Ryde Hawks will come to the plate in this order. Baden Haggerty will get us underway. Cooper Wilson will bat the 2-hole. Jackson Heap, the designated hitter, will bat 3. Jesse O'Connell will bat 4. Christian Lane in the 5-hole. Oliver Flockstra will bat 6. Callum Lambert 7. Andrew Johnston, the catcher, will bat 8. And rounding out the 9 will be Lachlan Heap, the shortstop. So they are all of the players. We're moments away from the first pitch here in the bottom of the first innings. And like I said, it is a beautiful evening here at the ballpark now. So here we go. Stepping in to get us underway will be Baden Haggerty, this right fielder for tonight's fixture. Fast game's a good game, lads. For those of us who are into what are we into? Richard, you did the maths on that one. Hour lots. First pitch into Haggerty will be outside and down. Ball 1, 84 miles an hour from Doolan. And that one outside and up. Ball 2. .80 miles an hour down the chute. 2-1. And that's in at the feet of Haggerty. So 3 balls, 1 strike now. And your leadoff Hawk will be aboard. So Haggerty drawing a walk. You can see that wind really swirling around here. Got a match report from the ground out at Chifley where the women's pink round was being played, that it was blowing an absolute gale out there. And I think we're starting to feel that here now. A bit more inland than Chifley is North Ryde. And the trees are definitely moving around a lot out there. So it's going to be an interesting night in the outfield if this keeps up. The first pitch into Wilson. Outside, ball 1. And the throw from the knees of Forbes. Not bad at all. But, Haggerty with the stolen base. Called strike on Wilson at the plate. So runner in scoring position. You can almost see on the stream there that cloud of dust just floating across right field after Haggerty slid into second base. Wilson coming around and showing bunt. And Haggerty back into second base quickly, but the throw is errant and he will get down to third base. So we have a runner standing safely at third base, none out here. And I've got, I think, 2-1 is the count on Wilson. .83 miles an hour from Doolan, 2-2. And that's on the ground. It's going to get out to left field for a base hit. And Haggerty will come home on the hit. So an RBI single there for Cooper Wilson will plate the first of the Hawks runs here this evening. We'll bring to the plate for his first appearance the designated hitter, Jackson Heap. Wilson's taken off. And the slide in to second base, another cloud of dust. The second baseman. Jackson Forbes caught up in the slide there. So Wilson just cleaning off all of that dust off his face. You could definitely see the cloud of dust floating across the diamond now on the stream. So Wilson with the stolen base. And the first pitch in to Heap will be called strike one. 84 miles an hour from Doolan. And again, repeater. 84 miles an hour from Doolan again. So 2 strikes now on Heap. And Heap will jump on that one. 85 miles an hour from Doolan. So 0-2 remains the count now on Heap. Wilson standing safely at second. Haggerty coming around to score. And that's going to be down for Heap. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Well, that's going to be down again for Heap. So another 85 mile an hour pitch from Doolan. He's really topping out. It's been the fastest pitching we've seen all day, isn't it? Probably has been. 2-2. And Heap's got hold of that one. It's going to go out into centre field and it's going to be taken the catch there by the shortstop, Antonellis. So the pop out there just behind second base. We'll see Heap back to the dugout. Jesse O'Connell will step in now for his first appearance. Batting in the 4-hole for the Hawks. And Cooper Wilson still standing safely at second base. And O'Connell's put that one into centre field. No, he hasn't. Great ranging play there from the second baseman. And he's made the out. So a nice job there from Jackson Forbes. I thought that one had got through. It shows what I know. Nice play there by Jackson Forbes. And the out will be recorded. So 2 out now, but Wilson will move down to third base. Christian Lane will step in for his first appearance. That one down and away for Lane, ball 1. Kept in front or kept control of by Forbes. It's going to be up for Lane. 2 balls. So 2-1. That's inside at the feet of Lane. It's 3-1. So Lane will draw the 2-out walk. And the runners now on the corners for your Ryde Hawks. Will bring to the plate Oliver Flockstra, the first baseman. He'll step in for his first appearance. And down the chute will open Flockstra's account, 83 miles an hour. 0-1. Lane's taken off. A foul from Flockstra will see him return to first base. So 0-2. Lane's taken off again. This one was high. So Flockstra laid off it. Forbes checked the runner at third and chose to let Lane have the stolen base, which he now has. So Flockstra with 2 runners in scoring position here. That's going to catch the bottom of the zone on Flockstra. And that will see his time at the plate done. The 2 runs will be left stranded. The Hawks will plate 1. And on the Red Stitches scoreboard after 1 completed is your Ryde Hawks 1, Greater Western 2. We'll be back for the top of the second. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the second innings. If you have just joined us, the Hawks plated a run in the bottom of the first, and Carter Hines will open Hayden Salt's account with an 85-mile-an-hour called strike one. Hayden Salt, the centre fielder, is the batter in the box right now. It's going to miss outside. 1-1. And the swing from Salt. 87 miles an hour. That's our fastest pitch for the day, I think. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's got hold of by Salt, and O'Connor will take the catch on the right-hand side of the infield. So the first out recorded here. Carter definitely picking up his velo. The foul there from Jared Manuel, stepping in from the left side for his first at bat. And the off speed there in the zone again. So 0-2. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And that's going to be down, so 2-2. And the swing from Manuel will see him go down on strikes. 86 miles an hour from Hines. He'll pick up his first strikeout of the night. Beg your pardon, second strikeout of the night. That will bring to the plate for his first appearance the catcher, Matthew Forbes. First pitch in from Hines, up and out, ball 1. And that's going to miss inside. 2 balls. So 3 straight balls there to Forbes. And so Forbes will draw the 2-out walk. That will bring to the plate for his first appearance the 8-hole hitter and right fielder Caden Nash. And the first pitch in to Nash, down, ball 1. Pick off over to first base. So still just the one pitch on Caden Nash, the ball. And Nash has chopped at that one. Lambert with the read. It won't be in time, and Caden Nash has got some wheels. A choppy hit there to third base, and Lambert made a pretty good play. Caden Nash will run it out, and so that will be 2 on here. Good piece of hitting from the young right fielder. Jackson Forbes will step in now for his first appearance. I've got to say he made a good play to get O'Connell out. And he will hit here in the 9 hole. The first pitch in, called strike 1. That one chopped at by, thrown away. So the run will cross here. So Jackson Forbes with the choppy hit back to the pitcher, and it was thrown away. So he'll reach on the error. But more importantly, a run will cross here for the Warriors. And that's going to turn the order over for the Warriors. And Craig Willis will step in now for his second appearance. Drew a walk in his first at bat. $89 miles an hour from Hines. Strike 1. Warriors on the corners. 1 in, 2 out. That's going to be outside, 88 miles an hour. Definitely maintaining that velocity here is Hines. Shout out to Jivo, who sent us a message. Happy last game of the day. It was trying conditions today. We've had it worse though. It's been very hot here at the ballpark today, but it's been hotter. We have the internet sitting on an ice block with fans on it just to keep sure that we can keep the stream going. We've had some power surges that we've been dealing with here in the ballpark over the last couple of streams. So we're trying to get a handle on all of those so we can continue with uninterruption. But if we do have an interruption to the stream, it's something that the boys are jumping on to rectify as soon as we can. 2 balls, 1. The count now on Willis. Runners on the corners again. 2 out, 1 in here in this top of the second innings. And the swing from Willis will even up the count. 2-2. That one's on the ground. O'Connell shoring himself to Flockstra, and the out will be recorded. So the ground out, the final out of the innings, and not before the Greater Western Warriors played a run. And as we head to the bottom, we have a 1-all ball game. Good afternoon and welcome back to the bottom of the second innings. Stepping in to lead us off will be Callum Lambert, the third baseman. First pitch in from Doolan, 82 miles an hour, up ball one. That one in at the feet of Lambert, 2 balls. And that one inside on the plate, 2-1. And the swing from Lambert will even up the count, 2-2. Lambert sends that one skyward, moving across, and taking the catch will be Caden Nash. So the fly out to right field in probably foul territory will be recorded here as the first out. That will bring to the plate for his first appearance the catcher, Andrew Johnston. The first pitch into Johnson, straight through to the fence for ball one. So 2 balls now for Johnston. Three balls. And Johnston will draw a walk. So that will bring a quick visit, is it? Yes. Visit. So not much happened in the innings. A fly out to right field and a walk. And, it is 6:43 in Sydney. In approximately almost exactly 1 hour's time, we're going to experience the sunset. 7:44 is the scheduled sunset time for Sydney, and the lights are on here. Preparation for the evening. We do have wind gusts of up to 42 kilometres an hour expected through the course of the evening. So that weather coming in from the coast is finally hitting the inland areas here at North Ryde. And the first pitch in is down, called strike one for Lachlan Heap. Attempt there over to first. Not a serious challenge there from Doolan. Just something to keep Johnston awake down there at first base. Just a called strike on Heap at the plate. Johnston's taken off. The throw again from Forbes' knees, and Johnson will get safely into second base. A 1-1 to count now for Heap. And the Hawks have a base runner in scoring position, 1 out here in the bottom of the second innings. And that's outside for Heap. 82 miles an hour from Doolan. Johnson's taken off again. And Johnson sliding into the outside of the base there. Good throw from Forbes. Saw Johnson take off. Got the ball down there pretty quickly, but Johnson's just stealing on the outside of the bag. And that one fouled back into the top of the fence. So full count now for Lachlan Heap. And Heap will draw the walk. That's going to turn the order over for the Hawks. Baden Haggerty will step in for his second appearance. Haggerty drawing a walk in his first at bat to get us underway in the top of the game. Runners on the corners for the Hawks now. Heap's taken off. Called strike on Haggerty. So Heap will get the stolen base. Allowed to by Forbes. And a called strike on Haggerty. And that's outside. So no movements from the Hawks on the base paths. One and one. That one's not clean at third base there. So the ball on the ground, Jared Manuel not clean. Haggerty's going to get a board on the fielder's choice play, and Johnston's going to come home. So the Hawks will plate another run there. We'll see how the scorers put that one in the books. We'll bring to the plate for his second appearance Cooper Wilson. Wilson with a single to left field in his first at bat. Has runners on first and second. One out here in the bottom of the second. Wilson showing bunt very early. And that one's a ball getting away from Forbes. It's going to see Heap move down to third base. So runners on the corners now for the Hawks. So the fielder's choice play will be how Haggerty's at bat goes in the book. Haggerty's taking off. So both runners now in scoring position for Cooper Wilson. 1-1 is the count on the two-hole hitter. Wilson single to left in his first at bat. In fact, it was the only hit for the Hawks. Wilson sees that one down to 83 miles an hour from Doolan. And a swing there from Wilson. Got hold of enough of it. 2-2. And that bouncing pitch there. We'll see Heap come home. And the count fill up for Wilson. Haggerty will also move down to third base. So a full count now for Wilson. And Wilson will go down on strikes. So Doolan will pick up his second strikeout of the night. And we'll bring to the plate for his second appearance, Jackson Heap. A fly out to shortstop. And the first pitch in to Heap, 84 miles an hour, down, ball one. That one's on the ground. Making sure of it at first base will be Benson. And that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the second. But they will plate 2 runs. And they extend their lead 3 runs to 1 on the Red Stitches scoreboard. We'll be back for the top of the third. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the third innings. And that's stepping in to get us underway will be the designated hitter, number 89, Shane Fogarty. And Hines will open Fogarty's account. Big swing there. 0-1. That one's on the ground. It will be fouled down the left field line. Called foul very quickly by umpire Dave Brody. Camera's moved. Just by ghost. And the swing there from Fogarty into the glove of Johnston. And the strikeout will be recorded. More accurately, the foul tip out. Shane Benson will step in now for his second appearance, grounded out to third base. Strike one, 86 miles an hour. Two strikes now for Benson. And that's inside at the feet of Benson. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And Benson will go after it. And umpire Merchant said, no, he didn't. A 2-2. That one's on the ground. Broken bat to third base. Throw from Lambert won't be picked. So the broken bat single to third base there for Shane Benson. We'll see him aboard here in the top of the third. Evan Antonellis will step in now for his second appearance. And the swing there, getting a little bit of bat on that one, so it'll probably go in the books as a foul. Oh, and 1. That's going to be up for Antonellis. 1 and 1. And over to first for the pickoff attempt. It's 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the third. And the big swing from Antonellis, 88 miles an hour from Carter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's outside. So 2-2. And that's going to catch the inside of the plate. So Antonellis will be sent back to the dugout. Hines will pick up his 4th strikeout. The second out for the innings. Hayden Salt will step in now for his second appearance. He flew out to second base in his first at bat. The big swing from Salt will open his account. And that will be down the chute as well, 0-2. Benson's taken off, but Salt will go down swinging. Carter will pick up his 5th strikeout of the game, 3rd of the inning, and that will see the Warriors retired here in the top of the third. Lots of baseball still to come your way. It's a full 9 innings game tonight. We'll be back for the bottom of the third. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the third innings. We do have a defensive change here for the Warriors. Jackson Nash has come in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Sean Doolan. And the first of the Hawks to face Nash will be Jesse O'Connell. O'Connell grounded out in his first at bat. The first pitch in from Nash is ball one. Another left-handed pitcher. I've seen a lot of those today. And into the zone. So 1-1 the count now for Nash. Beg your pardon, for O'Connell. That one's on the ground. O'Connell sends that out to left field for a base hit. So the single to left will start the innings. Just a second hit here from the Hawks. Bring to the plate for his second appearance, Christian Lane. Hardest working bat boy in the State League, Jensen Kosh. The first pitch into Lane, called strike one. And that's in the air. It's probably going to drop for a base hit. It's going to find some grass. It does. Antonellis is the one that scoops it up in the end. But a single to left field will be the record of the at-bat for Christian Lane. Probably a single to six really is technically how it will go in. But to me, it's a single to left field. And Oliver Flockstra will step in now for his second appearance. Struck out, but he won't. That was facing the pitching of Sean Doolan. He's now going to face Jackson Nash. And Flockstra's put the ball on the ground. It's going to be foul. Crushed in early is Benson. So the sack bunt attempt there from Flockstra, thwarted by the roll of the ball. Thwarted by the roll of the ball. Showing bunt again. Benson's crushed. That one's back up over our heads. So the bunt option removed now. 0-2 is the count. And Flockstra will go down on strikes. Jackson Nash will pick up his first strikeout of the game, the first out of the inning. Callum Lambert will step in for his second appearance. Flew out to right field. Has runners on first and second. One out here in the bottom of the third innings. And that's going to catch the outside of the plate. So 0-1. That's going to miss outside. 1-1. That one's been lifted into left field. It's going to get over the outstretched hand of the left fielder. And it's going to be definitely a double. One run's going to cross. Will the second one be waved in? No, it won't. So a double there for Callum Lambert. We'll plate a run here for the Hawks in the bottom of the third. Big stretch out in left field from Jared Manuel. Over his head into the fence. Lane will be at third. Lambert at second. Johnston will step in for his second appearance. He had drew a walk in his first at bat. One out here. 2 on, 1 in. As he sends that one into right field. And charging in on it will be the right fielder, Caden Nash. So no movement on the base pass from the Hawks, and the right fielder will take the catch to record the second out. Lachlan Heap will step in for his second appearance. Heap also drawing a walk. And the first pitch into Heap will be called strike one. And a swing from Heap will result in the foul. 0-2. It's going to be up for Heap. 1-2. And that's in the feet of Heap. And the Hawks are going to be kept where they are. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. And that one's lined into right field. The diving, the catch is, the out is going to be recorded. Wow. The dive into right field by Jackson Forbes. And it's not going to matter because Caden Nash has come in and charged on that one and thrown Lachlan Heap out at first base. And so that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the third. They do play to run. And as we head to the top of the fourth on the Red Stitches scoreboard, it is your Ryde Hawks 4, Greater West 1. We'll be back for the top of the fourth. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the fourth. Carter Hines out for his fourth innings of work. Jared Manuel will step in to get us underway. And Manuel will jump on the first pitch and send it into the top of the fence here. Oh, and 1 the count now for Manuel. 1-1. That one's down. 2 balls, 1. Emmanuel fouling that one back into the top of the fence. 2-2. That one's on the ground. It will be foul again. Count remains 2-2. So full count now. And Manuel will draw the walk. Matthew Forbes will step in now for his second appearance. He drew a walk in his first at bat. First appearance, I should say, not first at bat. .88 miles an hour, that's inside. And same speed. This one's a strike though. Pick-off attempt at first. Back quickly was Manuel. .86 miles an hour. Big groan from the Greater Western side, but look pretty good to us from here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Forbes. That one back into the top of the fence. The count unchanged. That's outside. It's got away from Johnston, and Manuel will move down to second base on the wild pitch. So Jared Manuel now in scoring position. Matthew Forbes with a 2-2 count. That's outside, so the count's going to be full now for Forbes. And that's going to be outside, so the walk will be drawn by Matthew Forbes. And that will bring to the plate Caden Nash. He will represent the tying run here in this game. So we're going to have a quick visit from the Ryde manager here in the top of the fourth. Back-to-back walks issued. That's the innings recap. It's been a big day of baseball through some early 30-degree temperatures. It's significantly cooler now. In fact, we've all put our cardigans on here in the press box. But it's still a nice crowd here at the ballpark enjoying the game. So Caden Nash will step in. He singled to third base, or at least I had it as a single, but we'll see. The scorers may have erred it. He'll open his account here in this at-bat, though, with the swinging strike. 88 miles an hour from Hines. The bunt shown, nicely placed actually from Lambert. And he's going to beat it out. It did the same thing again. So Caden Nash has definitely got some wheels. And that's two hits to third base that he's beaten out tonight. That one the bunt, the first one hit, and he's beaten both out. And so the bases are now full of Warriors. Tying run at first base, a go-ahead run at the plate. Jackson Forbes, he reached on a wild throw. It was another hit back to the pitcher and was thrown away. We'll see the first pitch in 87 miles an hour, strike one. None out here in the top of the fourth. Walk, single. And that's going to be up and out for Hines. 1-1. And down the chute, 89 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Forbes will go down on strikes. Hines will pick up his 6th of the game. And an important one there with loaded bases. It's going to turn the order over. Craig Willis will step in for his 3rd appearance. A walk and a ground out for Willis tonight. And as the conditions change through the twilight here, the long shadows have gone. The first pitch into Willis will be down, ball 1. That one's on the ground. The scoop. The throw won't beat it out, so a run will cross and out will be recorded. But the double play can't be turned, so Willis will reach on the fielder's choice. And the out will be recorded at second base. So 2 out now, but still runners on the corners. The tying run now at first. But the Warriors don't have any outs up their sleeve here. Shane Fogarty's the batter in the box. First pitch is called a strike, 88 miles an hour. Willis is going to be allowed to take second base. Fogarty with a ground out and a strikeout. That's inside on Fogarty, 1-1. It's going to be outside. Kept in front by Johnston, though. 2 balls, 1. And the swing there from Fogarty. It's going to even up the count. 88 miles an hour from Hines. 2-2. 2 out, 2 on. 1 in. Forbes will get hold of enough of that to keep himself at the plate. That one's on the ground. It will be foul. That's going to be down for a ball, so the count full. And the walk will be drawn there by Fogarty. So the bases remain loaded with Warriors. Shane Benson will step in now for his third appearance. A ground out to third base, a single to third base, and now he's going to single into left field. In fact, he's probably going to double. 1 run's crossed, 2 runs crossed. So the game's tied up. The third run is going to be sent. The throw is going to be in time, and the out will be recorded at home plate with Fogarty. A good relay there from Lane through Heap to Johnston, and the out will be recorded on Fogarty coming home. But the game is tied now. Benson with the double in to left field has cleared the bases virtually, and the game is tied up as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back shortly with more of the action. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth innings, and we've turned the order over here and we've tied up the ball game. Baden Haggerty will step in for his third appearance. He's had a walk and reached on a fielder's choice, and he will face the pitching of Jackson Nash here for the first time. The first pitch in from Nash, down ball one. So down the chute there from Nash, 1-1. That one sent into centre field for a hit. So Baden Haggerty will pick up a hit here to get us underway in the bottom of the fourth. That will bring Cooper Wilson to the plate. Single to left, strikeout for Wilson tonight. Wilson sends that out into right field, and it's caught by the right fielder, Nash. So Wilson with the fly out to right, and Haggerty will scurry back. Jackson Heap will step in now for his third appearance. Fly out and a ground out for him tonight. Pick-off attempt there at first. Nash over to Benson. Haggerty back in more than enough time. 1 out, 1 on here for the Hawks. Go ahead run at first base. That one's on the ground. It's going to get out into the left field corner. Haggerty's going to be waved around. It's definitely a double for Heap. And Haggerty will run the two, so will Heap. So the double to left field for Jackson Heap. And Hawks now on second and third base. Just the 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Go ahead run at third. And Jesse O'Connell, the cleanup hitter, will step in for his third appearance. He was actually the first of the Hawks to face Nash when he came in to start his pitching assignment in the bottom of the third. He got a single to left field. He has runners in scoring position here. And the first pitch in 71 miles an hour, down ball one. One on one. That's going to sit up for O'Connell. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's inside on O'Connell. And Haggerty's going to be out at home plate. So attempting to come home in the wild pitch. He's going to be out. So 2 outs now for the Hawks. Heap will move down to third. So 3-1 is the count on O'Connell. 2 outs now for the Hawks. And that's going to be called on O'Connell. It's a full count. And O'Connell will foul that off, enough to keep himself alive. The go-ahead run still at third base for the Hawks, but they have no outs up their sleeve here in this bottom of the 4th innings. A full count. O'Connell sends that one out into left field. Moving back and taking the catch is the left fielder, Craig Willis. So wasted opportunity there for the Hawks. The fly out to left field will end the innings. And no score change after 4 complete. Your Ryde Hawks 4, Greater Western Warriors 4 will be back for the top of the 5th. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the 5th innings. And Evan Antonellis will step in to get us underway. We have a pitching change here for the Hawks. Grant Piccoli has come in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Carter Hines. Hines with his 4 innings of work. So first pitch in from Piccoli, called strike 1. That one, choppy one back. Johnston won't get to it in time. And Antonellis is going to run that out. A single to the catcher. Unusual, but not unheard of. And Antonellis will beat out the choppy hit there. Hayden Salt will step in now for his 3rd appearance. Fly out and a strikeout for Salt tonight. That one in at the feet of Salt, ball 1. Salters lifted that one into left field. Coming in and taking the catch will be Lane. So the first out recorded here in this top of the fifth innings. The fly out to left field. Jared Manuel will step in for his third appearance, a strikeout and a walk. So that's going to see the pick off there. No, it's not. Wow. The umpires said he was safe. I don't think anybody else in the ballpark did, but it doesn't matter. The pick-off attempt will fail. Antonellis will move down to second base. So the Warriors now with the go-ahead run at second base. One out here in the top of the fifth. And Antonellis has taken another base as well. So just a ball on the batter here. So one ball on Manuel. And that will catch the outside of the plate. 1-1. And again on catching the outside there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And a wild pitch there is going to score the run. So the Warriors will take the lead here. Antonellis coming around to score on the wild pitch, and the count now full for Jared Manuel. That's on the ground. Flockstra with a really nice play there, making sure of it. And the ground out will be recorded. Flockstra putting his body on the line there to make sure of that one. Wasn't it was a bit awkward, but it was definitely a solid play there from Flockstra at first base. And that's what you've got to do, mate. Get the job done. So Matthew Forbes will step in now for his third appearance. Back-to-back walks for Forbes. First pitch inside ball 1. So 1-1 now for Forbes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. And Forbes will have a crack at that. The count remains 2-2. That one's been lifted into left field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So a well-placed hit into left field there for Matthew Forbes. And that just shows the experience there of Forbes. And that will bring to the plate for his third appearance, Caden Nash. And this kid's put the ball on the ground twice to third base and beat it out both times. So just keep an eye on him on the stream, because he's definitely got some wheels, this kid. First pitch. Strike a one. I can smell fire. Can you smell it? Yeah, I can smell fire. I can't see it, but I can definitely smell it. I've had a couple of notifications on my phone already of the bushfires near me, but that's pretty much based on my home address, not on the fact that I'm here at ELS Hall, but I can definitely smell it. 1-1. And the swing there from Nash. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A choppy hit there from Nash. It will be foul. Count remains 1-2. That one's in the dirt, and Forbes will move down to second base on the wild pitch, and a 2-2 is the count now on Nash. So that's going to fill up the count. So a full count now for Caden Nash in the 8-hole for the Warriors. Just 2 out here in the top of the 5th. And Nash is going to draw the walk. So runners on first and second here for the Warriors. We've already plated a run here in the innings. Jackson Forbes will step in for his third appearance. Reached on a wild throw and a strikeout for Forbes tonight. And that's down ball one. And it's going to sit up 2 balls. Down the chute. So 2-2 is the count now for the 9-hole hitter here, Jackson Forbes. So ball there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the strikeout will be recorded, an important out for the Hawks. And the run will be the only one they score here is the Warriors. They take the lead in this game, 5 runs to 4. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. Back to the action. Christian Lane jumping on the first pitch and sending it out to left field, who soaked it up, and the catch taken by Craig Willis. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Hawks. And we'll bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance, Oliver Flockstra. Back-to-back strikeouts for Flockstra. 2 strikes now on Flockstra. That's ball. So 1 and 2. 1 out here for the Hawks, bottom of the 5th. So 2-2. And Flockstra will go down on strikes again. 2 out now here in the bottom of the 5th for your Ryde Hawks. Callum Lambert will step in for his 3rd appearance. A flyer to right and a double to left for Lambert tonight. And the first pitch in from Nash, strike 1. Two strikes now for Lambert. And Lambert will go down on strikes. So after 5 complete innings, it's Greater Western retain the lead here. And they will head to the top of the 6th with a 5-4 lead on the Red Stitches scoreboard. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the 6th innings. Stepping in to get us underway will be Craig Willis. Top of the order here for the Warriors. One on one is the count here for Willis. The Warriors are sensing the change in momentum here. Taking the lead here in this game. The top of the 5th. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now for Willis. And Willis will go down on strikes. So the first out recorded here in the top of the 6th. The foul on Fogarty. We're just dealing with some technical issues again here with the scorers. The internet's dropped out. So much fun dealing with technology outside all day. And the swing from Fogarty is going to get a little bit of bat, so the foul there. And a strikeout there for Fogarty. So 2 out now here for the Warriors in the top of the 6th. I've just been sent a fire alert. It isn't nearby, but there are a number in Sydney. I think the closest one is Kellyville, but still a ways away from us. I shouldn't be able to smell that from here. It's probably someone having a barbecue over the road. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. 2 out now here in the top of the 6th. That one's full stretch. O'Connell's going to take the catch. And that will be the end of the Warriors here in the top of the 6th. And the Hawks crowd have enjoyed that innings. We'll be back for the bottom in very shortly. It's the bottom of the 6th, isn't it? Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th innings. Andrew Johnston will step in for his 3rd appearance. First pitch in at his feet, ball 1. So 1 ball now on Andrew Johnston. I think our technology's just about had it for the day. A choppy hit there to third base. Charging in on it is Jared Manuel, and the out will be recorded. So ground out to third base. The first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Lachlan Heap will step in for his 3rd appearance. A walk and a ground out. And first pitch into Lachlan Heap will be up, ball 1. Two balls now for Heap. That's inside. So 3 balls on Heap now. Lachlan Heap batting in the 9 hole for your Ryde Hawks, a shortstop for tonight's fixture. And that one down the chute. Three and 1. And that's going to fill up the count for Heap. To a full count now. And Heap will draw the walk. So the walk there in the 9 hole for Lachlan Heap. It's going to turn the order over. Baden Haggerty will step in for his 4th appearance. A walk, a fielder's choice, and a single for Haggerty. Tying run now at first base. 1 out here for the Hawks in the bottom of the 6th. And the first pitch in to Haggerty. Struck 1. Pick off attempt back. Tag applied. Heap was already at the bag. And Haggerty will have a crack at that one. Keep himself here. 0-2. So 0-2. 1 out, 1 on. Tying run at first. And Haggerty's put that one straight back up the middle. So the single for Baden Haggerty, 2nd of the night. And the Hawks now with runners on first and second. The go-ahead run at first. Cooper Wilson will step in for his fourth appearance. A single to left, a strikeout, and a fly out to right. Looks like we might have a visit here to the mound. We do. So a visit here in the bottom of the sixth. Just a recap of the innings. A ground out to third base to Andrew Johnston. Lachlan Heap drawing a walk. Baden Haggerty with a single to centre field. And the core of the order coming up for your Ryde Hawks. Cooper Wilson standing on deck. As I said, an RBI single in the first. A strikeout and a fly out for Wilson. And Nash will open Wilson's account. Struck one. And that's inside at the feet of Wilson. 1-1. Forbes doing a good job to keep that in front. That one straight back up the middle from Wilson. Heap's going to be held up. So the Hawks are going to be satisfied with just a single bag. And why not Hayden Salt with a pretty good throw there to get it all back in. So the Hawks now with loaded bases, one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Tying run at third, go ahead run at second. And the three-hole hitter Jackson Heap, the batter in the box. Heap with a fly out, a ground out, and a double. And the first pitch in at the feet of Heap, ball one. And Heap's turned on that one. It's going to go foul. It's going to go foul a long way down the left field line. Right down into the diamond down in the corner. 1-1. That's going to sit up for Heap. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. And that's going to miss down. So 3-1. It's going to be outside, so Heap will draw the walk. And that's going to tie up the game. There's a big shout of "Let's go Jacko" from around the park, and that's because both players involved in that play were Jacksons. So we have a tied ball game, and it's still 1 out, loaded bases here. Trying to change the scoreboard, and there are people in the way that just simply will not move. So we'll just have a quick pitching change here. We'll see if we can get that for you straight away. So a couple of changes there. The DH has come into the game, so Shane Fogarty has come into the game. I'll find out where he's pitching, where he's taking up the fielding responsibilities, but I think that Jackson Forbes is moving from second base. So Shane Fogarty's come into the game. The designated hitter has come into the game. He's now taking up the fielding responsibilities at third base. The previous third base, Jared Manuel, has gone to second base, and the second baseman, Jackson Forbes, he's just completed his last few warm-up pitches, and he will be ready to get us back underway any moment. Jesse O'Connell will be the first of the Hawks to face Forbes. And it is loaded bases, tied ball game, 1 out. A ground out, a walk, a single, a walk. And the run has crossed. The low bases are still loaded. And it is 1 out here. And the full hole hitter, O'Connell. We'll see the first pitch in from Forbes, down, ball 1. I can still smell that fire. Hopefully it's not the equipment. And 74 mile an hour from Forbes will catch the zone. 1-1 is the count. So 1 out, 1 in, loaded bases, a pitching change. And O'Connell sent that one skyward. Infield fly's been called, and Benson will take the catch down at first base. So a cheap out there for the Hawks. And no run given up there. Forbes coming in and getting the job done. It's 2 out now. And Lane will step in for his 4th appearance. A walk, a single, and a fly out. 2 of those 3 will get another run here for the Hawks. First pitch in, called strike 1, 78 miles an hour. So 0-1. And that's going to drop in again for Lane. So 0-2 the count. And Lane will foul it off, keep himself alive. It's exactly what the Hawks will need him to do. That's going to miss outside. On ball, 2 strikes is the count. That one's on the ground. Scoop from the third baseman. The option to go to second will be taken, and the Hawks will leave him stranded. So Jackson Forbes has come in and got the job done for the Warriors. The Hawks will tie it up, but that's all they'll do. And as we head to the top of the 7th, we have a tied ball game, 5 apiece. We'll be back shortly with the action. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the 7th innings. Grant Piccoli out for his 3rd innings of work. And leading off for the Warriors will be the 4-hole hitter, Evan Antonellis. A strikeout, a couple in fact, and then, believe it or not, a single to the catcher for Antonellis tonight. And the first pitch in from Piccoli, strike 1. That one in at the feet of Antonellis, 1-1. And the swing from Antonellis, the off speed catching him. 1-2 the count. That one's fired into right field by Antonellis. Haggerty will not make a play on it. And Antonellis is going to turn on it, and he's headed around to third base. That's a triple. It's going to be a home run. So in the park, home run there for Evan Antonellis. How many times have we seen that today? Once it gets going on the outfield out there at ELS Hall, it does not stop. And as quickly as the Hawks have retied the game, Antonellis has given the Warriors the lead again. Is that the 3rd in a park home run we've seen today? Boys are nodding. Yes, it is. As soon as it gets on that outfield out there, mate, you can just forget it. It is gone. It's almost like a magnet drawing the ball to the fence. That will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance, Hayden Salt. This one's on the ground. O'Connell with the scoop to Flockstra for the out. And Jared Manuel will step in now for his 4th appearance. A strikeout, a walk and a ground out. And the first pitch in for Coley will be down, ball 1. Seriously, it's like a magnet. So something's happening here. So just a little meeting here at the plate. I'm not entirely sure what. So I'm sure somebody knows what happened there, but it's not me. Oh, okay. So Beavis thinks that the ball hit the umpire on that one there, and just giving him a check to see if he's okay.
Yeah, I know. I just worked that one, didn't I? That went, as soon as that went, my brain went, hey, that makes me... Yeah.
And that one's lifted into shallow left field. The catch taken at his knees by the shortstop, Lachlan Heap. A good scramble there from the shortstop, twisting himself inside out, taking it at his knees. And 2 outs are recorded here in the top of the 7th, but also a run is crossed. We'll bring to the plate here's for his 4th appearance, Matthew Forbes catching tonight. 2 walks and a single. First pitch in from Piccoli, down, ball one. One and one. That's going to miss down. 2 balls, 1. That one's lifted into left field, running back and taking the catch, and a very good catch indeed, Christian Lane. So the fly out there, but that will end the half innings, but not before the damage is done and the Warriors extend their lead, or retake the lead, I should better say. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Is that still Jackson Forbes? Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th innings, and we have a pinch hitter here for Oliver Flockstra. This is Bradley Dalton, and Dalton's jumped on the first pitch straight to the second baseman, over to first for the out. So Jared Manuel there making sure of it, and 1 pitch, 1 out here for the Hawks in the bottom of the 7th, and that will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance Callum Lambert. A fly out, a double and a strikeout for Lambert tonight. First pitch in, 75 miles an hour from Forbes, called strike 1. I'm not entirely sure if there are any defensive changes here for the Warriors. That's outside, 1-1. That one's on the ground, not clean from the third baseman. The throw is going to still be in time. So the ground out there for Lambert will be the second out for the innings. So just the 4 pitches thrown here in this bottom of the 7th innings. 2 out, 2 ground outs recorded. Andrew Johnston will step in now for his 4th appearance. A walk, a fly out, and a ground out. And the first pitch into Johnston, strike 1. Jackson Forbes getting the job done here for the Warriors. That's going to drop in. So 2 strikes now on Johnston. That's on the ground. The shortstop, Antonellis, with the scoop over to Benson. And the ground out is how this innings will get in the books. So after 7 complete, Greater Western hold a lead. We'll be back for the top of the 8th. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the 8th innings. And we do have a defensive change for the Hawks. Sebastian Matthews has come in to replace Bradley Dalton, who came in to pinch hit for Oliver Flockstra. Sebastian Matthews is now fielding at first base. Grant Piccoli on the mound for your Ryde Hawks. The batter in the box is Caden Nash. Nash is going to jump on the first pitch. It's going to go foul back over our heads. So 0-1 the count now for Nash. First down for a ball, 1-1. What's wrong? We dropped out. Whoa! And the swing there from Nash. Saw the bat hit the top of the fence. So 2 strikes now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the swing there from Nash. Oh, great pick at first base from Matthews. Holy moly. Way to stress us out. So great pick there from Matthews. The first out will be recorded here in the top of the 8th. We'll bring to the plate for his 4th appearance, Jackson Forbes. Now the pitcher of record for the Warriors. reached on a wild throw, had a couple of strikeouts, but he has taken over the pitching responsibilities and produced a couple of solid innings of pitching, most definitely. And the swing from Forbes will open his account. So 1.1 to be perfectly correct, or 1.2 solid innings of work actually. And down the chute, 0-2. And Forbes is going to put that one into the top of the fence. We've lost the centre field camera, have we? It's been a big day. These guys are doing an amazing job. They do every week when we stream from ELS Hall. They do absolutely the best streaming team in the business. They have been here all day and they deal with all sorts of issues with outdoor technology as Forbes is struck out looking. That's going to turn the order over for the Warriors. And Craig Willis will step in for his 5th appearance. A walk, a ground out, reached on a fielder's choice and a strikeout. Big mixed bag there for Willis. It's 2 out now here in the top of the 8th. Warriors holding a 6-5 lead. Lead has changed a few times in this game. It's currently sitting with the Warriors. That one's on the ground. O'Connell off his body and not clean. So had a couple of goes at it, did O'Connell, but Willis is going to get aboard. So what was potentially a routine ground ball is going to see the Warriors now with a base runner. Shane Fogarty will step in for his 5th appearance. A ground out, a strikeout, a walk, and a foul tip out. Was the designated hitter, now fielding at third base. And a big swing will open his account. So 0-1. So 0-1. That one back up onto the roof of the press box. 0-2. That's going to be up for Fogarty. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big pause there from Piccoli. And the swing, bit of foul off the body of Johnston, I think. A long swing, long strike there for Fogarty. 1 and 2 remains the count. 2 out, 1 on here. Top 8. That one sent skyward by Fogarty. It will go over the top of the bullpen. Just be a foul. So 1 and 2 remains the count. Another pick-off attempt there. Back quickly was Willis. It's outside. Johnston with the throw. The stolen base is going to go in the books for Willis. And there's a 2-2 count on the batter in the box, Fogarty. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position. Warriors holding a 1-run lead into this game at the moment. Top of the 8th innings. And the swing there from Fogarty. It's got away from Johnston. So the runner's going to get down to first and the runner's going to get down to third. So the strike wild pitch is going to go in the books as the at bat there for Shane Fogarty. And the runners are now on the corners. And the 3-hole Benson will step in for his 5th appearance. A ground out, a single, a double and a line out. And that's going to see Piccoli's time on the mound done. So call to the Leagues Hub bullpen. Who have we got? Dylan Savino. So Savino will come from the bullpen. And we'll just recap the innings. So top of the 8th, a ground out to a strikeout to Caden Nash. A strikeout to Jackson Forbes. Craig Willis reaches on what's probably going to be charged as an error on the second baseman. He's stolen a base as well. Shane Fogarty is going to be safe on the strikeout wild pitch. And Willis has moved down to third base on the same wild pitch. So the Warriors now with runners on the corners. But it is 2 out here in the top of the 8th. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4 chances at outs here for the Hawks, and the Warriors haven't been able to stay on the attack here. So Savino just doing a bit of gardening and going through his warm-up pitches. So this is the top of the 8th innings, and it is a 1-run ball game. Been a tight ball game pretty much all game actually. The Hawks jumped out to a 4-1 lead early, but the Warriors clawed that back. And since then, it's been tied, a 1 run separating these two teams. Final game of our streams for today. And we're back here again next weekend, right? Who are we playing? Blacktown. We're back here Wednesday night, hosting the Workers, and back again on Saturday with a full program. First pitch of under 18s at 10:30 in the morning. And I understand from our canteen manager that we are doing bacon on a stick next Saturday night as well. So looking forward to that. So Savino looks like he's gone through his warm-up pitches. Benson will step in to face him. And we're just about to lose the radar from its... the whole program's running out of charge. The first pitch into Benson from Savino, down ball 1, 90 miles an hour according to the radar. And the swing from Benson, 1-1. So the pick off over to first, drawing a big ooh from the Hawks crowd. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Benson. That's outside. 2-1. That one's lifted into left field. Lane's going to come in and take the catch, and the out will be recorded. And an important one here for the Hawks. They'll just be chasing the 1 run as we head to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back shortly with all of the action. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th innings. And Lachlan Heap will step in for your Ryde Hawks to get us underway. No change to the defensive lineup for the Warriors. Jackson Forbes out for his 3rd inning appearance here. The first pitch in, called strike 1. Heap with a walk, a ground out and a walk. Now with a 1-1 count. That one fouled into the top of the fence by Heap. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one lined out to second base. So the catch there, the line out to second base. Jared Manuel. And that will bring to the plate. It's going to turn the Hawks order over. Baden Haggerty will step in for his 5th appearance. a Walker fielder's choice and back-to-back singles to centre field. And the first pitch in, struck one. And that one's going to be fouled down the left field line by Haggerty. So 0-2. And that one's going to get past the second baseman. So Baden Haggerty with another single out to centre field. And the tying run for the Hawks is now aboard. I'll bring to the plate for his 5th appearance, Cooper Wilson. A single to left, a strikeout, a fly out to right, and a single to centre. And the first pitch into Wilson. Strike one. And Haggerty's going to be caught stealing. So a good throw there from the catcher, and the tag applied, and the out will be recorded. So 2 out now for the Hawks here in this bottom of the 8th innings. Wilson fouling that one off. One and 2 the count now on Wilson. And that's going to sit outside for Wilson. 2-2. That's outside again. So the count now full for Wilson. And Wilson will draw the walk. So the 2 out walk there to Cooper Wilson. And the tying run is aboard again. Jackson Heap will step in for his 5th appearance. A fly out, a ground out, a double, and a walk for Heap. First pitch and strike one. Actually, this is the first time that Jackson Heap will face Jackson Forbes. Will be the final hitter to have faced Forbes. That one's on the ground. It's got it away from the second baseman. Wilson's going to chance himself getting to third. He will easily. And Heap's going to get to second. So probably an error there on the second baseman. Wilson's going to get to third. Heap's going to be at second. And the tying run is at third base. The go-ahead run is at second base. We've got a pinch runner here. So Ryan Chu is going to pinch run here for Jackson Heap. Jesse O'Connell, the 4-hole hitter for your Ryde Hawks, is the batter in the box. Wilson at third, Chu at second. And O'Connell with a ground out, a single, a fly out and a pop out. So can he get the job done for the Hawks? The tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. No outs up the Hawks' sleeve here in the bottom of the 8th innings. And that one bouncing off the leg of Benson. The run, the winning run's going to cross. So the Hawks will plate the 2 runs and take the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. An awkward play there for Benson at first. I'd be interested to see how the scorers put that in the books, but it doesn't matter to me. It's runs on the scoreboard. And that looks like it's going to be Jackson Forbes' time on the mound done. It looks like we've got a pinch runner in here for O'Connell as well. So Frank Clark is going to come in to pinch run for Jesse O'Connell. So Clark is now the base runner. Just a visit to Forbes, was it? Okay, so there we go. Just a visit. So Clark will pinch run here for O'Connell. Lane is the batter in the box. The Hawks have regained the lead here in the bottom of the 8. Lane with a walk, a single, a fly out, and reaching on a fielder's choice. The first pitch he will see in from Forbes is down, ball 1. Choppy hit there from Lane, scooped by the third baseman. It's called foul. So called foul very, very loudly there by umpire Dave Brody. In fact, Lane was already at first, but the call went out. So 1-1 is the count now on Lane. And that's going to drop in for Forbes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out here for the Hawks. A line out and a caught stealing. Lane's chopped at that one. It's going to get past the fielders. A big effort from Antonellis, but it will be a hit into shortstop. Shallow left field for Christian Lane. And Frank Clark will move down to second. Then we've got a pinch hitter here. This is O'Neill. So Matt O'Neill is coming in to pinch hit for what will be Sebastian Matthews' spot, I suppose, in the batting lineup. He came in, Flockstra it was, then it was Dalton, then Matthews, and now O'Neill. And it is 2 out, 2 on here in the bottom of the 8th. And the first pitch into O'Neill will be down, ball 1. And O'Neill's turned on that one. It's up over our heads. Going to land on the AstroTurf behind us. 1-1 the count now for O'Neill. That's going to catch the inside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's lined into centre field. It will go down the throat of the centre fielder. And that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the 8th. But they will take the lead. And the Hawks are 3 outs away from a win here tonight. We'll be back with the top of the ninth. Welcome back to the action. This is the top of the ninth innings. Dylan Savino is the pitcher of record. Matt O'Neill has now taken up the fielding position at first base. Frank Clark is fielding in... Where is Clark? Frank Clark is fielding at second base. And Ryan Chu is in right field in... No, Ryan Chu was the designated hitter, so he's not on the field. The first pitch in from Savino, fouled back by Antonellis. Antonellis is stepping in. His 5th appearance, a couple of strikeouts, a single to the catcher, and an in-the-park home run for Antonellis. And one foul on him now in this at-bat. As I said, Savino on the mound. And the swing there from Antonellis, 0-2 is the count. 81 miles an hour from Savino. And Antonellis has sent that one skyward. It's going to go behind us. And there's a boatload of little kids chasing after that one. Where do they get their energy from? It's 9 bells, kids. 0-2. And Antonellis will go down on strikes. For the first out here recorded in the top of the ninth. 93 miles an hour from Savino. Hayden Salt will step in now for his 5th appearance. A fly out, a strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out for Salt. That one is lifted into right field by Salt. The chase was on, but it was futile. That one gone into the fence. 0-1. 91 miles an hour, the pitch. It's outside. 1-1. that one's on the ground. It's going to get past all of the Hawks fielders out to centre field for a hit. So the tying run is aboard. The single to centre field. Jared Manuel will step in now for his 5th appearance. A strikeout, a walk, a ground out, and a fly out for Jared Manuel. And the tying run is at first base. 1 out here, top 9. It's outside for ball 1, 91 miles an hour. So just the 1 ball on Manuel at the plate. And that one's bounced away from Johnston. So Salt will move down to second base on the wild pitch. And the Warriors now with the tying run in scoring position. 91 miles an hour again from Savino. 2 balls on Manuel. And the strike called, 90 miles an hour, 2-1. And the swing, and the off speed there, 76 miles an hour, 2-2. And Manuel will go down on strikes. Off speed again, 79 miles an hour. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. We'll bring to the plate for his 5th appearance. Catcher Matthew Forbes. 2 walks, a single and a fly out for Forbes. And the first pitch in, strike 1, 93 miles an hour. Followed up, didn't even register on my radar. 0-2, 92 miles an hour. There we go. Took a bit for it to come through. 0-2 the count now on Forbes. It's the pitch. And the strikeout will see the end of the game, and the Hawks will win this one 7 runs to 6. And it's something that I've been sitting on all day today. The Hawks have won every game in the series, and I'll recount that. Winning the walk-off win on Wednesday night. Our B-grade girls getting their first grade win last night. And this morning, 18s taking the win, 3rds, 2nds, and 1st repeating their win here. And in the middle of that, our A-grade women's team also took a win against the Boomers out at Chifley. So it's been a great big weekend for the Hawks, and congratulations to all involved. And that is a series of wins here for the Hawks this week. Very exciting times, and thank you for staying with us on the stream. It's been a great weekend, and apologies for any of the technical issues we may have had. And thank you for tuning in. On behalf of Batman and Robin, I'm Kerry Choi. Good night.